So 7.2 is talking about graphing rational functions. Rational function is a fraction with both the numerator and denominator having polynomials in them, so with x term somewhere. An asymptote is a line that our graph gets close to, but it never crosses. So we've seen this before with exponential graphs that get close to the y-axis, or x-axis, y equals 0, and then they kind of just get close to 0 but never cross it. These are going to kind of do the same thing. They have both an x and a y asymptote. So to find our asymptote, we want to first start finding where the denominator equals 0. So for my x1, I have x equals 0 is one of my asymptotes because I took the denominator and set it equal to 0. And y asymptote is equal to top of so this one, because I can't divide by 0, my y asymptote is also 0, because I'm never going to get 0 as an output. So, moving on to number 2, for my x asymptote, I take x plus 2 and set equal to 0. I subtract 2 on both sides. X equals negative 2 is my x asymptote. To get my y1, I want to figure out where it would equal. Oh, just kidding. I see what I did. So to get the y1, I want to take the top coefficient divided by the bottom. So because there's no x term, I'm going to take 0 divided by 1 to get y equals 0 as my y asymptote. Same thing for number 3. So for my x asymptote, I'm going to take x minus 3 and set it equal to 0, and then I add 3 to both sides. For my x asymptote, for my y asymptote, I have a 2x on top and a 1x on bottom. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. So my y asymptote here is 2. So what this means is the graphs will never cross the points x equals 3 and y equals 2. So I'm going to go ahead and work through the practice problems. You probably should pause, take a few minutes to work on the practice problems, and then check your work with me. So, give you a few seconds to pause. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. So for my x asymptote, I take my denominator and set it equal to 0. For my y asymptote, there is no x term on top, so I'm going to do 0 divided by 1, which is just 0. Over here on number 5, I take the x minus 1, set it equal to 0. I add 1 to both sides. I get x equals 1. Same thing over here. I have no x term, so I have 0x divided by 1x, which gives me y equals 0 for my other asymptote. Okay. For number 6, I take my x plus 2, set it equal to 0, subtract 2 on both sides, I get x equals negative 2. And then for my y asymptote, I have 3 on top, y on bottom, so I have y equals 3 divided by 1, or just 3. So my y asymptote here is y equals 3.